Hello, everyone. It's Shane Conto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to the Wasteland Vintage Roadshow here on the SPM Crew Podcasting Network. And this is my monthly show that gives me an excuse to, watch all my favorite films and gush about them with a guest. And joining me is my wife, Jess. Thank you so much for coming on.
My name Jess.
It is indeed, but we are not talking about 22 Jump Street. We're talking about a different comedy, action, adventure, fantasy, horror-ish, all types of things. It is The Princess Bride. And this film is such a wonderful classic film that just captures the imagination and a sense of wonder. And this is indeed from director Rob Reiner, from screenplay based on the book by William Goldman, starring Carrie Ellis, Mandy Patinkin, Robin Wright, Chris Sarandon, Christopher Guest, Wallace Shawn, Andre the Giant, and of course, Fred Savage and Peter Falk. And this classic tale focuses on a bedridden boy's grandfather, reads him the story of a farm boy turned pirate who encounters numerous obstacles, enemies, and allies in his quest to be reunited with his true love.
There's pretty heavy spoilers in that if you haven't seen this before. I mean, it's
I was
been
thinking the
since the
same thing.
80s, but like, isn't that a big twist?
Yes, indeed it is.
Wow, IMDb.
Wow, IMDb. But
Not
we're
making
gonna we're gonna
allegations.
spoil it anyway. So there you go.
I mean, again, it's been out for 40 years.
Yeah.
It's,
Yep, 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 yep.
we've also almost been out for 40 years.
We're not quite that close. We're still on the side closer to 30 than 40.
For 4 months. One of us.
Well, I guess you'll be right in the middle. But
Right.
we're in our mid 30s.
Yeah.
But this film is an all-time classic for me, and also special that I have Jess on this episode because this is a film that
Oh.
we've watched for our Valentine's double feature a few times as well.
Yeah, we recently stopped picking it, right?
Well, yeah, we kept doing this same pair of getting Sarah Marshall and The Princess Bride, and then we decided to start shaking things up.
And then I started picking what Shane used to pick
Yeah,
because then I kind of missed it, except for Brooklyn.
I picked Brooklyn, and then When Harry Met Sally, which we won't be talking about that today, but that will be an episode sometime in our 40s. Based off of I only do this once a
Oh my
month,
God.
so yeah, it's right around the 100 mark on my favorite movies list is When Harry Met
Is
Sally.
that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just literally go through all my favorite movies.
I
It
thought it
was
was a coincidence that they happen to be all of your favorite movies.
Well, it used to be originally the first episode we did together was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And then I realized, you know what? I'm just gonna do in order all my favorite movies. So The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly would have been passed anyway. So we got there. It's fine. But this particular film, before we get started, really want to talk about Rob Reiner for a minute. Yes, Meathead from All in the Family, and Mad Max from The Wolf of Wall Street, and
Not for Mad Max.
no, and who's going at 7 o'clock? It's time to watch The Equalizer.
My man would
Um,
love some blood pressure lowering medication
yeah, he probably
and some SSRIs.
it's like you know what? He doesn't want you to waste a bunch of money on one dinner, and he's a fan of the Bush. So there you go.
We
Has it all
love
together.
those two things about him.
But Rob Reiner has directed This is Spinal Tap, The Sure Thing, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally,
Spinal Tap 2.
Misery, A Few Good Men, North, The American President, Ghost of Mississippi, The Story of Us, Alex and Emma, Everyday Life, Rumor Has It, The Bucket List, Flipped, Eight, The Magic of Belle Isle, and So It Goes, Being Charlie, LBJ, Shock and All, Albert Brooks Defending My Life documentary,
I like that
and
one.
indeed Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. Those last two were actually really well done.
I really like the Albert Brooks movie too. It's going on
Yep,
my list of movies people don't talk about.
it's a great documentary. But all this stuff from between 96 up until then, his career hasn't been as strong directorially, but like this is a man who directed Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, and The American President all within 10 years, which is ridiculous.
It's 100 Floors of Fright. They're not all going to be a winner.
But Jess, what do you like or admire about Rob Reiner as a director?
He directed some really good movies. I don't know that it's deeper than that. He's funny in Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
Both of them.
well,
Acting as a director within a director.
well, because like he was an actor first, like he was on the show All in the Family. He was the son-in-law
He
and stuff
plays a
like
good
that.
straight man to them.
Well,
In
and
a lot of the famous moments, like when he's like, why don't you make 10 louder?
yep, it's like why don't you just make 10 louder and like make them all a little bit louder and stop at 10? This one goes to 11.
It's so I did
The
I mean, I'm sure they did a bunch of
long
takes, but
pause.
yeah.
But Rob Reiner has such great range as a director. Like even just that
Yeah, he's
list,
kind of all over the room.
this is ranging from Spinal Tap to Misery, from The Princess
Well,
Bride to A Few Good Men.
two of the greatest movies of a lot of people's childhood or teenagerhood, Stand By Me and The
They
Princess Bride.
back to back, indeed.
And then when Harry Met Sally, you get that one when you've lived a little bit and had your heart broken a couple
And
times.
and even his mom's like, I'll have what she's
I
having.
love that.
But
But also the couples in that one is great.
it's so his direction is so sincere and it's so honest, and you really feel that in all these films. Do you have a particular favorite?
Um, I don't know. It's pretty close between Harry Met Sally and The Princess Bride for me.
Obviously, based off
It
of
depends
this, The
on the
Princess Bride is
it depends on the mood I'm in. I think that's why it's hard for me to pick favorites, is because changes day by day. But we just watched The Princess Bride, so we'll go with that for now.
yeah, because like
This movie just automatically puts me in a better mood, which is getting rarer.
it's a wonderful film, and we all could use
I
that
love
right now.
whimsy, fantasy.
It's beautiful and wonderful.
Yeah,
And I'll get to Spinal Tap and When Harry Met Sally.
they're good times.
They're probably the only other ones that I'll probably wind up covering on this show because, I only get through 12 a year and eventually this is going to be a long time. But this particular director, like Rob Reiner, is such a great filmmaker and he had such a great key. And I'm hoping that he starts getting back into the swing of things with that Albert Brooks documentary and Spinal Tap 2. So I'm looking forward to see what he does next, which we'll talk about towards the end. But another big thing is this is one of the purest fantasies ever put to film.
Mm.
Obviously, it's much more subtle in terms of fantastical elements. Sure, there's like a giant in it, but he's
He's
literally an actual human being that was that size.
some vague touchings of magic.
There's some magic. He's only mostly dead.
The Rouses or the Fire Swamp or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that really.
Um, could happen, couldn't it? And really giant rats with
You,
just men in costumes.
do you think I'm like Wesley Shane? Just a sass bucket.
Well, there you go.
I'm not as
Jess.
tough.
Now,
I'm not very strong.
Jess, what are your feelings on fantasy films in general?
Not always the biggest fan of. I'm like, I dislike them. They're not what I would pick. Like, if you gave me a choice of genres, it probably wouldn't be top five. But I do enjoy that. I like the 80s style of fantasy. I tend to towards darker fantasy, like the
Mhm.
Labyrinth, the Dark Crystal, stuff like that, Willow. But I like this.
There was a lot of Jim Henson.
I also tend towards Jim Henson. Speaking of escapism and wholesome people.
But like, and that's the thing too, because animation and puppets, really make for a lot of
The
great.
Last Unicorn.
Well, because
I'm really heavy into that.
just think about this: Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast,
No, Shane, those are all
um,
very realistic.
Aladdin. They're all
Are you
fantasies.
telling me
Hercules.
mermaids don't exist? To be fair, that's a Greek myth. Well, I guess it is fantasy though.
It has fantasy
It's
elements.
fan
There's people
fiction.
doing magic.
Fiction about their gods.
So like,
Yeah,
well,
magic.
now we could upset some people. Isn't all religious films, aren't they all fantasy?
Ooh, Shane.
Like if miracles happen,
I'm reporting you to who okay. Yeah, but it's like they say magic is just science not explained yet or something like that.
well
So there's a lot of
that's a line from the movie Thor.
Yeah, that's
So
what I thought. I knew I didn't invent that, obviously. Because
which yes, Asgard's magic is just science that the humans don't understand.
my
So
original thoughts are mostly just,
here's the thing. Fantasy is one of my top three favorite genres
yeah,
at this point with science fiction and westerns. And fantasy works a lot better in animation because you could do so much. Like almost every single Hayao Miyazaki film is a fantasy
yeah,
film. So like it's incredible what you can do. It's really, really hard to make live action fantasy work.
yeah.
Like really hard.
Unless you go Wheel of Time with like Exposition Town,
I'm so
Population Us.
when they canceled that after three seasons, I was not upset
I honestly felt like they put us out of our misery.
because I could not handle another 12 seasons of that show butchering the books that I loved when I grew up.
Oh, is that with Quoth or whatever? Okay, guy.
Yes.
Okay.
But like this, like obviously my favorite films of all time were the Lord of the Rings films.
Yeah, I enjoy those.
So like I love fantasy. And The Princess Bride is so pitch perfect and all that, but like it's really hard to make fantasy work because you have to get buy-in from the audience to a whole new world.
And they don't really do a lot of world building. Like,
Well,
there's
and
enough
that's
world building for you to understand what's up, but it's not like the Silmarillion.
well, that's the thing. Like the Princess Bride keeps it simple.
Yeah,
It's a child story.
Kiss.
It keeps it simple. Keep it simple, stupid.
I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy this so much on the surface too, is because I know way more about a lot of fantasy worlds than I do about the actual movies
Hmm.
because I get so distracted by the world building. And I do this all the time, and sometimes it's really annoying where I'm like, what do you think the economics of this world look like?
Well, there's definitely some rivalries in this particular film.
Yeah, I mean, they're
I'm
politicking,
and what
Gilder.
Gilder to blame for it. I'm booked solid. Just
So cunty.
I hated Humperdinck so much when I was younger, but honestly,
Well,
Chris Sarandon is amazing.
he's chewing every piece of scenery in every scene.
But we'll get to
Delightful.
that. But starting things off, it's the love story of
Uh-oh.
Wesley and Buttercup.
I am good man. You are good woman.
To be fair,
And
that is the extent of this love
I
story. They're
mean,
both beautiful people, beautiful farm
not
hands
interested in men. Who doesn't love a man, a beautiful man you can just boss around?
who says "as you wish" as a
Who
response
doesn't
to
have
every
some kind of
question.
power fantasy going on? That's what I'm saying.
So like
Not
their
that this
rela-
8-year-old child would know about it.
their relationship isn't particularly deep when it starts. They were
Yeah,
young. They
who
were
cares?
just
I mean, it was like the 1500s. That's about as deep as it got.
but what I like about it is when they come back together and Wesley honestly kind of audits their connection in his interrogation and like push like he's doing it in a dickish way because he's dressed up as a Dread Pirate Roberts and
Well, and also his feelings got hurt.
exactly. And I think that through all that tension, I think there's some actual connection here.
But like, he clearly came back because he loved her.
Mhm.
It wasn't just for fun. Although he does seem like he's having fun too.
Oh no, Wesley's always having
I
fun.
am the Dread Pirate Robert.
I am the Dread Pirate Robert.
We're not there yet.
We're not
We
there
will
yet,
be.
but like it's charming, it's sweet, and when they speak to each other, it's very charming. And
Yeah.
Wesley, it's true love.
It's not perfect, but they work it through. It's fine.
He was just passing some gas. But like the drive is there, and I think that's the important thing because the whole entire film like relies upon this connection.
Hmm.
So like,
And he gets his ass kicked a lot of the movie. I mean, good for him.
well,
He kind of
I
Indiana Jones is it.
please give me feedback.
He really
He's
just
literally tortured.
he just gets beat up the whole movie.
He's tortured to mostly dead.
Only mostly dead.
Only mostly dead.
That's the difference than it means slightly alive.
How about the swashbuckling action of the film?
Boy, is there a lot. That sword fight, they didn't need to do all that, but
Yeah.
Rob Reiner did that for us. Like the whole when he gets the bar out, those the flips gets
And then
really
lands on the
uh,
fails the dismount, and then lands and grabs his sword. It's like, who are you? And
and the whole like I am not left-handed.
yes,
Cling cling cling.
oh
Neither am I.
well, I'm also not left-handed. And the sword fighting is so much fun. It's so well choreographed, and it's engaging, it's thrilling. The music really
Great
nails it
soundtrack.
too. We'll get to that for sure. And just the sword fight goes on so much longer than you would expect it to, but it's so worth
It's
it.
never boring.
And Carrie Ellis and Mandy Patinkin nail all the physicality of it. The banter is so great. And then you have a drag 'em out wrestling match between Carrie Ellis and Andre the Giant.
Where he continues to get his, I mean, he doesn't get his ass kicked in the sword fight, but this is the beginning of
Yep.
him just getting
He's
physically
like,
beaten.
and like he finally puts him in like a sleeper hold and gets Andre the
I mean,
Giant
how
down.
else besides knees and ankles?
Yep. And he throws the rock and he's like, I would have hit you in the head if I wanted to. Not very sportsmanlike. Just tosses the rock. It's like, how about we fight like real men with our bare hands? Harry Ellis versus
Andre the Giant's
literally
bare
Andre the
hands are
Giant.
like 3 times the size of his.
His bare hands are the size of his chest. So like that's such a fun moment. And of course you have like the really intense sword fight between Inigo and Ruben towards the end
Mhm.
too, where there's some blood there. We get a little
He
violent
gets
here.
stabbed.
And my father beat you, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
what a power
I'm
move.
like, no,
Offer me money. Offer me land. Offer me anything.
anything you want. Like,
Lift
just
him up. We love that.
it was so great the fight between them, and even that moment where Inigo takes out that whole group of guards, and Christopher Guest is all set, and then just turns and runs away. Absolutely perfect. Now, there's actually some thriller and horror-ish elements, and it's all kind of centered around the fire swamp
Oh, I was
for
thinking
sure.
the eels.
Also, the eels. Those eels are creepy
The
and
freaky
scary.
eels.
Yep. You know, I don't want to scare you.
I love Grandpa
Grandpa's great.
Columbo.
But the eels, they're freaky for sure. Cool practical effects. But the fire swamp with the rodents of unusual size,
Just a guy in a costume. I love it.
just like running
Ever
across
since
the
we
ground.
started seeing it as a guy in a costume, it's made it maybe 10 times better.
Like the costuming, the practical effects are great,
Oh yeah,
and
I mean, it
and
took
like the
me
fire
into
shooting up.
I was an adult to figure out it was a guy in a costume. So there you go.
Well, and it's so effective and it's creepy and it's unnerving and it really sets the tone that like this can get a little heavier, get a little darker. And even Grandpa knows he doesn't want to scare his grandson. But honestly, what is the best part of this whole movie? It's a comedy. This movie is so funny. And now, Jess, let's go on and talk about all of our favorite
We
lines
already
from the
have
movie.
Shane.
Well, what are some of your favorite lines from?
Definitely anything with Miracle Max. Basically every line he speaks. You are the
And then
giant.
MLT, a mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
It's just right.
Just right. It's like to blame,
Which means but even when he opens the door, he's like,
get away, witch! I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
even when he opens the door, he's like, I'll call the brute squad.
It's like
Like,
you're
I'm the brute squad.
squad. You are the brute squad.
That's what I
Like
mean.
good luck storming the castle.
Like everything with him is probably my favorite.
It's like um you're telling me that if I help this man, he will ruin Humpadink's life.
He'll bring great shame, great embarrassment.
It's so great. And sleep well and dream of large
Large women.
women.
Yep. That's a good one too. The inspiration for Tormund, I hear.
Yep. Shut up and listen to the story.
I it's like peak dealing with children too, where he's like, oh, I won't read this part. It's not kissing, and his grandson's like, what do you little
Grandpa,
kissing's okay?
is this a kissing book?
Honestly, that was my reaction. I didn't watch this till I was an adult, or at least older teenager. So I thought it was a romantic comedy, and it is.
It
Like
is,
there's
but it
more
has so
to
much
it.
more.
It's more than that.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. About to die.
Classic.
I want Antonio Banderas to play
Oh, I
Inigo
could see
Montoya.
that. I don't want this remade, but I could see that.
Give us the gate key. I have no gate key. Fezzik, tear his arms off. Oh, you mean this gate key?
Honestly, good for him. That's peak, not my job. Or my job, but I don't care.
We'll never survive. Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has.
We love the pluckiness.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable. You keep using this word, and I don't think it means what you think it means. But to be fair, isn't he using inconceivable in a pretty like
I mean, I guess inconceivable is
he's overusing the word. He needs a thesaurus.
it's less likely than it's more likely than impossible, but less likely than probably.
I can't compete with you physically. You're no match for my brains. You're that smart. Let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates? Yes, morons.
Honestly, the writing is just impeccable.
Why do you wear a mask? Were you burned by acid or something like that? Oh no, it's just that they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
I know.
You know, it's very strange. I have been in revenge business so long, and now it's over, and I don't know what to do with the rest of my life. Have you ever considered piracy? You'd make a wonderful Dread Pirate Roberts.
But I mean, honestly, the whole movie is just constant. Great.
I can keep going. You mock my pain. Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something.
But the whole movie really is quotable, and it's got good times.
I'm just reading stuff off of IMDb at this point. I have to read this one though. That Vicini, he can fuss, fuss, fuss. I think like a scream at us. Probably he means no harm. He really very short on charm. You have a great gift for rhyme. Yes, yes, some of the time. Enough of that. Fezzik, are these rocks ahead? If there are, we'll all be dead. No more rhymes. I mean it. Anyone want a peanut?
I love how they wrote out his scream.
Ah!
Yeah.
It's just there's so many great lines in this, and it's so infinitely. This is legitimately one of the most quotable movies ever made,
Yeah.
and like just the whole dynamic with the grandpa and the grandson, and Wesley has a lot of like such charming lines. Humperdinck is just like he's so smug. I hate him, but I love watching him.
He's a good time. He strikes the same chord, I think, as Farquaad does, honestly, as what's his name?
Polonius,
Yeah, like it's the
John
same.
John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow, I think, tapped into that.
Well, and first off, like looking at the characters in the cast, Carrie Elwes is so damn charming.
He reminds me of Sam Neill in Jurassic Park a bit.
Interesting.
He's the charm.
I just feel like he's more an Ian. Like he's not weird and as weird and quirky as Jeff.
He's not as
Goldblum.
sexual as Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
But like he just is so effortlessly charming, and just every line that he delivers is just so precise and perfect. And it's so funny because it's such a different change from like the beginning. He's just like, as you wish. And he's so like,
At himbo.
yeah. And then he turns into like, Red Pirate Roberts must have give him some Riz training or something.
Like, men who come into their own.
Yep.
People in general.
And Buttercup, I think Robin Wright's very charming. She's a beautiful woman. And obviously she's had
there's a shortage of perfect persons to be ashamed of.
There's another one.
Not often quoted for some reason.
Yeah. Chris Sarandon is so smarmy and fun.
It really is.
And he has such a great voice too that works really well. And then of course, obviously Mandy Patinkin would be my top choice to play a Spaniard.
Because you're also a Spaniard.
Like I said, actual Spaniard, Antonio Banderas, I would love to see it. He's basically that as Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
But like Mandy Patinkin is so great though. He's such a great actor, and he just brings so much like he has to bring a lot of emotion to this because like this film doesn't get like deeply emotional too often, but like just those moments where like you feel the rage and it's like I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
We love
It's
that.
just like, bam, he got it. It's like it just hit something there. And then poor Andre the Giant was like struggling so hard with this movie,
Yeah.
but
It was towards the end of his life.
he was such a playful and lovable guy, and you could just see that.
Just a goofy dude.
Wallace Shawn had to fill in the shoes of Danny DeVito, who was originally supposed to be in the movie, which makes 100% sense that he was supposed to be tiny Italian man.
I heard that this prepared him for his role as BoJack Horseman about 20, 30 years in the
Yeah.
future.
Wallace Shawn is so great though as Vecini. It's inconceivable. And his voice is just perfect. And Christopher Guest is so subtle, but like just the way that he talks. And
Very posh.
very much so. And it's just that. And of course, Billy Crystal steals him and Carol Kane are so amazing in that sequence with Miracle Max. And Billy Crystal's so amazing. Like he almost steals Spinal Tap with literally one line. Come on, let's go. Mime is money. Just great. And obviously Billy Crystal was in a lot of
Yeah.
Bob Reiner films because like obviously he did
It
When
was
Harry Met
funny
Sally after
seeing
this.
him portrayed in Saturday Night because he wasn't the funniest person there because there were so many funny people, but he was still notable enough that I remembered.
Well, and he's so funny in Spinal Tap despite him only being in like one shot. And that's just the presence that he has and the fact that they made him an old Jewish wizard.
This is now a Billy Crystal fan podcast.
There you go. And then who am I missing? Oh, Peter Falk. It's just so great. I just was waiting for him to be like, just one more.
I was gonna say Columbo.
Yeah, Columbo.
Is he Italian?
I don't think so.
They
But
just made him Italian for Columbo.
he played Italian gangsters in other movies too. It's just like he got some Paisan points somewhere along the line. It's
Wow.
like James Caan.
And yet you won't give me any.
I didn't give him the Paisan points, Jez. Were already given before I was born.
Uh, I'm just saying.
Well before I was born. But like I know Peter Falk was big.
I thought you were searching for Paisan points.
No, he was born in
He's
Manhattan.
some
He's
kind
a
of
New
Italian, I
Yorker.
think, maybe half. Look at that. Look at that hair.
Michael Peter Falk owned.
Oh, they're Jewish.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
Hollywood doesn't know the difference.
Hollywood does not know the difference between Italian people and Jewish people. We are interchangeable. So there you go. Close enough. Uh,
Great, great hair on his head when he was younger.
like he's so great as that grandpa character. And also you have Fred Savage.
He's a
Of
child.
the Wonder Years.
He's a child.
Well, because like
It's fine.
he was one of the most popular kid actors of the 80s because of Wonder Years. So
that's the only thing he has to be in this as a child.
and then his brother got to be in Boy Meets World. So there you go. And then Fred Savage showed back up again in Austin Powers Goldmember with it's a bloody more. So there you go. But like just this whole cast is fantastic and so much fun. The music. So I have to like state how big of a fan of Mark Knopfler that I am. He's finger picking good.
They do a great job building on that riff that he has for the song.
Mhm. The music of this is so perfect. It really just captures the whole fantasy vibe of it and him just playing on that string instrument, finger picking. It just has this like emotion in it. I don't know if it's a guitar or a mandolin or
It's an
something.
acoustic guitar.
Yeah. But like, and then the storybook story.
It's such a jam.
Yep, such a jam.
Makes you feel things.
It's richly emotional and wonderful. This whole movie, overall tone of this is so pitch perfect. I would not change a
I
thing.
was gonna
This
say I
movie
wouldn't
is
change anything.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfection. It balances humor and love and hate.
And it moves. You can watch this with kids. You can
A
watch
90-minute movie too. They pack so much
It's
into
the investment.
it is such a wonderful
What a
film.
fool I was for resisting for so long.
It's perfect. I remember my mom bought this and it had like a t-shirt and the book. It was some
The
kind of pack
special
from Target.
edition. I got that, but it was for the Prince of Egypt. Also a great movie.
They also had it for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I think my
Oh,
mom gave me the choice, and I picked Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory originally.
cool.
And then I got Princess Bride later too. But like um I love my Princess Bride DVD
No, with the reversible.
with the reversible cover that you could flip. Okay, so it's 98 minutes.
Still pretty fast.
It's under 100 minutes. It's nice and lean. Now, Jess, Rob Reiner's back in his element now. What kind of movie would you want to see Rob Reiner do?
Final Tap 3, but it's all their funerals.
Just a documentary about their funeral.
It's it's like the Monty Python funeral for what was his name, Eric Idle or whatever. Who was the first one who died? Eric Idle.
Graham Chapman.
Graham
Eric
Chapman.
Idle's still
Eric
alive.
Idle was maybe speaking at his funeral, and it was very funny that I wanted like one of them dies and the other two are speaking at his funeral.
I'm pretty sure.
Spinal Tap 3, the definitive end. And then they
Yeah,
get a Ouija
I'm
board.
pretty sure every single one of the members of Monty Python are still. Well, no, Terry Jones passed away.
What
I was
was up
about to
with
say
that guy?
besides Graham Chapman, but he died like relatively young.
But that's what I mean. That idea of
Yeah, that would
them
be very
planning
funny.
a memorial concert.
Honestly, I would want to see Rob Reiner dabble in another Stephen King adaptation
Hmm.
because Stand By Me and Misery, and his production studio is called Castle Rock.
Hmm. I'm not that familiar with Stephen King.
Um, like Rob Reiner's production studio is Castle Rock, which he got from Stephen King. Um, so and Castle Rock produced Shawshank.
Oh.
So Rob Reiner was involved in that too, but hired Frank Darabont to direct it. I would like to see. I'm trying to think of what I would want him to see. To what I would want to see him direct. I would I would love to see him try a different type of mockumentary too,
Hmm.
where it's not a rock one. I want him and Christopher Guest to get back together and do another different type of mockumentary because both of them I want to see do those again.
We do love
Because
mockumentaries.
Christopher Guest hasn't directed one since Mascots, which I haven't seen Mascots, but that was a straight to Netflix release about a mascots competition.
Yeah, I
Because
figured.
of course it
I
is.
figured.
But The Princess Bride is amazing. It is perfect, and I absolutely love it. Don't you, Jess?
Yes, I do.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking about The Princess Bride with me.
Yeah.
And thank all of you for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and share on this episode. What's your favorite fantasy film? And why is it Lord of the Rings? Um,
Oh, wow.
you could pick whatever you want because we're all human beings.
You can
And
pick whatever you want as long as it's Lord of the Rings.
no, I am not going to say that. And make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. The SPDM Crew Podcasting Network is ever expanding. We have so many great shows with all different types of interests, whether it's movies, television, music, sports, Tolkien, trivia shows, or all kinds of different stuff. And if you want to join the crew by being a guest on a show like this one, as long as you love one of the movies that I do. So that's the rule of this particular show, or any of my other podcasts, or any of the other podcasts you want to be a guest on, or if you want to start your own podcast, reach out to us on our website. But if you like our logo, this is my favorite, and my buddy Joe did an amazing job with this logo.
Good job, Joe.
We love Joe and all of his creative work, but no, I do really love, this is my favorite thumbnail out of any of my shows, is me watching a big drive-in screen in the middle of a wasteland. It's perfect. But most importantly, thank you as always for tuning in and supporting the Wasteland Vintage Roadshow here on the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network.